World's largest flags. Today we're going through some flag-related Guinness World Records. And by the end of the video, we'll find out officially what the largest flag in the world is. So the most changes to a national flag is a record held by the United States. Because quite simply, every time a new state joined the USA, they'd add an extra star to the USA flag. And now they've got a total of 50. So there's been lots and lots of tweaks. I did not know when USA got their independence, they at one point had like a Union flag there. Largest flag unfurled in a cave. I assume unfurled is like the technical term for just like unraveling it. That's such a specific record. Unfurled in a cave. Can I get a record for largest flag unfurled in my office? Because I'll unfurl all day. Okay, this better be a video of the unfurling because I will be very disappointed if not. Whoa, it's intense. They really are in a cave, to be fair though. Alright, we can see the flag. Is it being unfurled? Is this before or after the unfurlation? Oh, hang on, they're unfurling it now. That is some serious unfurling going on. Yeah, that's a big flag, to be fair. They deserve the record. Hang on, smallest national flag. Do they mean a physical flag or do they mean in terms of kind of the standard dimensions? Because I guess standard dimensions, would it be Vatican City because it's a little square? Oh no, it's an actual physical smallest flag. It's 0.697 micrometers. It measures less than the width of a single human hair. That's actually kind of mental. And there it is under a microscope, little Canadian flag. That is actually really impressive. It'd be one thing doing it with like a standard tricolor flag like Italy, but to do it with the maple leaf on Canada, that's another well-deserved record. Largest flag unfurled on a mountain. Oh, we got some more unfurling going on. And it looks like it is Indonesia? Yes, it is. I nearly said Poland. And there it is in person. That is a very, very large flag, in all fairness. That's much larger than one in a cave, because that's a big distance away. What are we zooming in on? Where's the flag? Show us the flag. What are we zooming in on that guy climbing down some stairs for? There we go. That's what we want to see. Largest national flag in Minecraft. Wow, it looks intense. They look like they're hacking into MI5. 10 million blocks. Right, well, I assume it wasn't done by hand. Emil wanted to attempt this record due to his love of Minecraft and geography, especially for national flags. That makes sense. He decided to go with the Samoan flag because of his interest in the country and culture. He wanted to raise awareness towards Polynesian nations that are threatened by global warming and rising sea levels. Fair enough. Good on you, Emil. Largest flag number. Well, I don't understand what that means. Ah, it's a number 2022, but it's made out of the national flag of Peru. That rhymed. They made it with 1,188 flags. That's a lot of flags. And it covered an area of 568 square meters. Got another unfurling going on. Largest flag unfurled underwater is 1,000 square meters, which is massive. It's Indonesia again. Indonesia love their flag. Ah, here we go. We're watching the actual Indonesian marketing video about this record. Look at that. Could have got the record in frame. Pan up, man, cameraman. Wake up, please. Oh my god, we've got the fella actually stitching it together. He's going to be on ages. Oh, that's a big flag. So, how are they unveiling that underwater? They're just kind of throwing it in? The music's incredible. Okay, they are pulling it into the water one by one. This is the kind of footage that I was after all along. Why did we not get this for the cave? Oh, look at that. Yeah, so in order to do an official unfurling, you have to like whoosh, and it has to go. You know what I mean? I'm quite hyped for this, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, are they going for it? I think they're going for it. Yeah, this is a big event. They've got... Oh, there we go! That is beautiful. Imagine what the fish thought. And they're unfurling it, like, laterally, as opposed to deep into the water, too, which I guess is better. There it is, the completed unfurling. They're wafting a little mini flag around as well. Oh, everyone had a great time. Largest Lego brick flag. It's Turkey with 4.4 meters, which, to be fair, I feel like that could be beatable. 4.4 meters, you know, it's a big flag, but it's nothing crazy. You just need enough Lego. Largest origami mosaic flag. So it's obviously Kosovo. What makes it origami? Abnora started making origami flower folds in her house in October 2020, and after a few months with the help of her children, she had enough. Over 120,000. How many children has she got? So they put them all together and made a giant flag. There was no way that one person and her kids did that. That's insane. Look how far away those people are. More signatures on a flag, 181,000. This was achieved by UNICEF. Signature campaign was to help spread awareness about stopping child marriages. That's an epic cause, so you can see all the tiny signatures there. It's like a giant petition, effectively. Can I interest anyone in largest cupcake mosaic? Saudi Arabia here, each one of these is an individual cupcake. Why did they make the green different colour? Do you know what I mean? I guess it makes it look sparkly, I suppose. Fair play though, 150 158 square meters. Largest floating human flag. This was achieved by China at, oh my God, look at all the teeny tiny little people in their really brown ocean. It took about 1 hour for all participants to float simultaneously, starting from going into the salt lake row by row. So it's a salt lake, that's why it's a funny color. That actually does take some doing though. You gotta stay in the right spot. Look at the little star people. Look at their little arms and legs. Most people waving flags was 78,000. That's his mental number of people. It's the kind of thing I'd be like, oh, yeah, maybe I could organize that. I could maybe get like 2,000 people to wave flags about. But 78,000? Not sure. Most people depicted on a national flag. All right, I've already seen the answer, but for you guys, we'll blur it out. Do you know what flag that would be? Well, the answer is, of course, the Belize flag, which did come to mind before I read it. But there are only 2 people on that flag. Here it is for your reference. So I guess that just shows humans on national flags are pretty uncommon. Are there any other national flags that have got a human on them? I don't think there are. It's mainly just shapes and animals, in particular eagles. They pop up quite a bit. Largest flag flown while skydiving. Shout out to Iraq for this one. Look at that. That is impressive. Oldest continually used national flag. Anyone know the answer? It is, of course, Denmark. I would not have guessed that. I'd have probably guessed somewhere in Asia. They've had the exact same flag for the past 391 years. Largest plastic bottle mosaic flag. That's Saudi Arabia once again. That's a lot of plastic bottles. Was this done to kind of raise awareness for single-use plastic or something? No, it wasn't. It was just done by a retail company. Excellent. Most expensive flag sold at auction. Okay, it was an American Revolutionary War battle flag from 1776. How much do we think it went for? I am going to say there are a lot of very patriotic Americans out there. Maybe $1.2 million? $12 million. Okay, then that's a lot. Fastest marathon dressed as a flag. There we go to Malaysian flag. We've got the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the background, and he managed it in 2 hours 54 minutes, which is a pretty good time. Oh, this is more like it. Largest recyclable material flag. Shout out to Lebanon doing what Saudi Arabia couldn't. Achieved by Caroline Shiptini and the Green community from Lebanon. They collected recyclable material from different commercially available items and created a big old flag out of it. The items are then recycled and donated to Kids First, an organization treating cancer. Very epic. They did a good job as well, because look at that. It's a tricky little bit of flag there. All right, not a record, but quite funny flagpole related trivia. Did you know that in the 80s, the South Korea government built a 321-foot tall flagpole at their border to North Korea? And North Korea responded on their side of the border by building a 525-foot tall flagpole. There they are side by side. North Korea maybe compensating for something, as they have to make sure that their flagpole is a bit bigger than the South Korean flagpole. Next, we got the largest biscuit/cookie flag. The current winners are Israel, and look at that. Look at each individual biscuit. But when you search it up, it brings up the Pakistan flag, so they must be previous record holders. And as you can see, everyone is very excited about their big biscuit flag. And do you know what? It's a big flag made of biscuits. Fair play to them. Everyone is thrilled. It's so cute. Did they eat them at the end or what? I want to see a stampede where everyone just runs in and just starts ransacking it like zombies. Oh, it's finished. Largest human image of a national flag. This was done by Portugal. 18,000 women. And they've done a good job. Takes a bit of organising. It's kind of fallen apart up the top, but maybe they were still getting together. Ah, look at this. This is a record that I wish I could get. Fastest time to identify all national flags. A few of my subscribers have previously held this record, which is cool. But currently it's held by Sashi from Dubai, and they managed to do it in 3 minutes 23, which is really impressive. And you actually have to type them out. It's basically done on Sporkle. So let's be honest, we've all seen me try and type stuff. I could never get close to that. I'm more like 10 minutes or something. Pathetic. Oh, there he is. There's Hassan. He's the previous record holder, so he is subscribed to Jack Sucks at Geography. Largest flag unfurled by Zipwire, and it's the Welsh flag. Go on then. Zipworld. I've actually been to Zipworld in Wales. I should have just brought a big flag with us. I could have been looking at myself right now. She's going for it. She's getting set up. Oh, now that was a beautiful little unfurl. Yeah, that's nice. I feel like this is a record I could beat. I'm sure I can ask someone to put that together. We could make a big flag. It looks really cool though. That's epic. But I think we could make a bigger flag. I'm just saying. All right, some really interesting records there. If you're curious about the biggest flag worlds officially in the world, then there is a Wikipedia article that goes through them all. And as you can see, there are a lot of very large flags in Mexico, which is interesting. Then it goes to Brazil, then Finland, Ukraine, Russia. And then kind of when you get to the larger ones, so much of it is Asia and kind kind of the Middle East specifically, you can see so many Asian giant flags, and oh my god. Number one is in Cairo, Egypt, though, and here it is in person. Look at the tiny, tiny people at the bottom. That is a very, very large flag. Look at the girth on that pole, by the way. The girth of that pole alone is larger than the girth of my house. And then we can see the flag getting erected. That's at 200 meters. Jesus, that is ridiculous. Look at it wafting. That's a big flag. Anyway, we're gonna end off the video there. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what other kind of topics you want me to do in this style of video, because it was quite fun looking through stuff. All right, I'll see you later. Please subscribe. Bye, bye, bye.